Team Experts Scarlett is without question one of, if not the, most entertaining StarCraft 2 pros in the scene. Her unpredictable builds are paired with all-round high-level play and skills, along with her propensity for good-natured smack talk. Scarlett is a multiple-time Gauntlet champion, with a recent victory in the Gauntlet Season 2 Weekly Number 4. With showmanship and a skill set at the highest level, Scarlett is not only a fan favorite, but also a true threat to the other competitors in this event.
This one, right?
Yes. Yeah. All right, guys. Scarlett versus Cham, game number 1.
He's a Cham. Okay.
Oh, man.
So far, the mouse looks smooth. Don't want to risk it. Okay. Take us away, Bobby.
Oh, it's so weird.
Oh, wait, there's nothing to take away.
Yeah, because we eliminated our normal interest. Let's see if that was part of our,
Yep.
our glitch problem.
So I suppose we just don't take... Oh my god, it's dark. Hold on. I'm gonna fix that up right now.
This map is dark.
Yeah, Daybreak I always have to fix this up on. It's a little bit too dark for my liking. And, let's pull it off for now.
Yeah.
We can switch that back up for the other maps. Anyways, in the top right corner, it is the player we've all been waiting for to see here.
Oh, yeah.
With the memes. The meme master, it is Scarlett.
Nice.
Yeah. I know she's a fan favorite, of course. But, you know, there's lots of good players, Bob, so you take that back right now. And in the bottom left corner, it is Cham.
Yeah, Cham, a relatively recent signee to Root Gaming. A young prodigy coming out of Mexico. A lot of talent coming out of, South and Central America that really needs to be showcased. I mean, a teammate of his, Kellizer, is definitely one of the more established fellows of the sorts. And then you have Major as well, who's really made a name for himself too. And it's always growing. We got B-Lord too, who's participated in a lot of Gauntlet events in the past. He's a rising star. A lot of fans too, which is crazy. I mean, B-Lord has a huge following of his own, and I just can't wait to, he's on the verge of breaking out too. So it's really cool. And then Cham is also one of those players. It's like, he just needs that one performance. That one breakout performance and to really put his name on the map, to put that stamp, beat a really top player who's already, in the mind's eye of the scene. And just to put that stamp on his career.
Yeah.
And this could be it. I mean, defeating Scarlett would be huge to doing that. Definitely a big start. But then he'd have to face the winner of Jon Snow and Masa. And then, there's a lot of tough people here. It's gonna be a hard road for either of these players.
Yeah. I'm going to, I don't want to do it. I'm not going to do it, actually. I just noticed something's going on here. I don't know. I think it should be fine, though. Should be fine. Not gonna press any buttons.
No buttons shall be pressed.
No buttons today. No buttons. Leave it alone, Bob. Let it be. But yeah, so the hat's taken over here on the left side. Scarlett's taking hers on the right, of course, a little bit earlier. But there's this slight Baneling advantage here. Lots of links coming up for Scarlett at the same time. Gonna push that back. The thing about this map is, in the Baneling Wars, you can get the faster Baneling nest and have faster Baneling tech. But if you can't get your lings across the map, see, you make them back here, you can't use them offensively for a long time because they gotta waddle way across, right?
Yeah.
That even if you take the faster hatch, get some lings out, and make sure you push your opponent back, you're still gonna be safe with that. That's pretty much exactly what Scarlett's doing. She's got tons on the way. She's gonna actually threaten this hatch at the top, and the Cham, he sees these lings coming out. Should know. 2 Banes, gonna probably have to morph a couple more with the number that are coming in here. Couple queens anchoring this. It's pretty nice. Scarlett is playing from Korea.
Oh, really?
I believe. Yeah. Well, no, definitely. She said it was 3 something a.m. already.
All right, so the Banelings do negate each other, but we do have more Banelings before Scarlett moving in here against the Lings of Cham. The Queens, though, trying to put in some work. Good focus fire from Cham so far. It does eliminate the Banelings.
Pretty nice work from the Queens, like you said. Put it in that work.
Yeah.
And I think part of that is, like we were saying, the cross-server disadvantage that you have to deal with as Scarlett. But, she's used to it because she's been playing a lot of games from there, so should be fine.
Should be fine indeed. 3 bases for both players
Getting
here.
Both queens here.
Ouch.
Was that Overlord poking worth it? Was it? Okay, now here's this Baneling Waddle I was talking about. This could do damage. She's looking down here. Stuff's happening. Hey, what's happening down here? All of a sudden, oh wait, I thought they're gonna waddle.
Oh, so close. Oh no, but there's a lot of Baneling.
Oh wow, Scarlett gets to connect.
Yeah.
I really thought those 3 were gonna waddle right into this juicy Baneling or worker line. That would have been something, and I think it would have worked too. What do you have to say on this? What are you doing? What are you?
Well, I was just getting my, just in case pictures needed. I was just moving my mouse over.
You grabbed the main screen and pushed it over.
Actually?
Yeah, you had the wrong mouse, I think.
No, I don't think so.
Most doesn't matter. And the problem, the deal is, there's no workers down here to kill. Cham. You've been played.
Yeah, I guess so. Good defense so far from Scarlett. Supply still largely even between both players. Slight worker lead though for Scarlett, as she has taken a little bit more favorable advantages overall, all things considered. All that, but that being said, it's still pretty even between these guys.
Yeah.
And now we have, of course, the.
Yeah.
Just to mention the 9 roaches. I know it's just a knife fight, man. It's just sick. But again, Scarlett's just managing to eke out little advantages here and there, though. I mean, we'll look at that. It's reflected in the supply with the roaches on the way. What, 9 just popped? I believe 6 more on the way. A bunch of lings here to supplement it. I don't think Scarlett's going to try to go for some sort of push for
Here's the thing. These Banes are going to waddle on in, and it's a similar situation. Oh, this hat's actually taking some damage already. Similar situation from we saw earlier. Oh my goodness. Okay, they do get pulled. Gonna get that spine right away. That's nice. Oh, these lings. Do it.
Well, not that many.
So lots of roaches crossing the map, Bobby, right now. Armor supply up in favor for Scarlett. Roaches coming up for Cham at the same time. The spine's going down. We have more at the main.
Yeah, will the spine even matter right now, though, Element? Well, only about halfway done.
I mean, you know, it's something.
Yeah. Shut it down, Canning.
Should I give Tempo a shout? You go somewhere else. Order count though, Scarlett is down by 6. It's actually pretty big in Zerg versus Zerg.
Yeah.
Every worker counts here.
Yeah, we're at 60 drones here for Scarlett behind us.
We got a ling run by into the main, Bobby. You got picture?
I do.
I'll just go look at it. You don't have picture at all.
I do.
Come on, Bob.
But it's already left, so it wouldn't have
Come on, Bob. Anyways, in the picture screen, I also saw Layer was on the way. And I believe the gases are being taken. Yeah, so probably going to be up into Mutas here, it looks like. Which is a good call, I think.
Yeah, this army supply is pretty scary, though, or was pretty scary. At least Scarlett now just pumping up about 5 roaches here to equalize that. We have some miscellaneous thing being built, Element. I don't know, it's pay to win skin. I can't tell.
It's, are these her roaches?
Look.
No,
it was
right there. What was that? I guess Overlords?
I guess so.
So you have the pay to win skin on the Overlords now?
I guess so.
So coming around here are these lings, I guess going to the top. I guess, you know, securing that location, making sure that no hatches are being placed down without some type of fight. Spires on the way, like you called, Bobby. You are the expert in ZVZ, of course.
I do love ZVZ.
Make lings all day.
Lings and only lings all day.
Yeah.
Gotta know it. Well, then roaches, obviously, to follow up. So, either way, the supply is still pretty even between both players. That worker count has also evened out with Cham did manage to catch up here. Still a little bit of posturing between both players, but Scarlett has a pretty scary army overall. Did manage to actually, I guess, surpass Cham in that count, too. So it's been pretty back and forth with not a whole lot going on. Just, again, posturing, as I mentioned before, between both players, trying to get some sort of, find some openings, just facilitate their sort of tech transitions. As speaking of which, Element did mention this Spire that is on the way and about to pop here for Scarlett.
Yep. But Cham's on the way here. And,
he might have something to say about that.
Yeah.
I don't know, army supply, though, lead for Scarlett, though, marginal at best, but then she's also going to have the defender's advantage. So this is going to be a pretty tough little push here from Cham. The Banelings are morphing in, but Banelings against this many roaches, I don't know. I don't know, Element, and will even more time.
Okay. So that was going to hit her own army with that. And,
pulls back.
Backs off.
Good call there from Cham. A lot of units have been created here in defense for Scarlett. Maybe a little bit of overreaction, just a lot of roaches. I'm sure she wanted more than one muta being made right now, rather than a whole bunch of roaches being produced instead in defense. So it was a good little fake out there from Cham. But can he defend the counter swing though from Scarlett? Scarlett's moving across the map. Gonna see what kind of damage she could do on this newly forming 4th base of Cham, as we do have this engagement happening in the middle of the map. Element
run in, but they're not going to. They'd rather just watch. So I know what's going on now with the problem with our capture thing. It jumps down to 30 frames per second, thinking it's getting 60, coming in from the camera, basically.
Okay, yeah.
And that's what causes those little judders.
Those judders.
Yeah.
Are they happening now? No, they're not.
They were just a little second ago. You can see it on the bottom there. It'll say. Anyways, Ling Run by is going in, Bobby, at the same time. Gonna get a bunch of workers. Gonna get the queen. And how many workers are dying here? Actually, not a whole lot. Not a whole lot of anything, really.
Not a whole lot, but either way, it's a pretty scary force from Cham. Will chase away the forces of Scarlett. Scarlett, they're throwing on some defensive corrosive bombs as she makes her way back home here. Her own base, though, fourth secured towards the south side of the map. But this base is nice and safe, though, from Cham as well. We have Mutalisks for Scarlett sharking their way around the map. I'll throw those in picture-in-picture element, and you could toss that up.
All right, sounds good.
Keep an eye on the Mutas.
Keep this front force here centered myself.
Oh, wow. They just get punched in the face by a few spores put up there by Cham, so good defense so far. And these Mutalisks are actually just floating along the edge of the map. Can actually hardly see them. I actually can't even see them in the picture-in-picture.
Yep.
But we'll continue following them. They're just on the edge.
Interesting.
That's funny.
I guess we could always do this one for a moment.
Oh, I guess there's that too. We're going to get some damage done here with these Mutalisks. 3 drones have gone down so far, but the Queens will chase them away. The amount of damage done by this little hit squad is going to be minimal, all things considered. Considering Cham seems to be locked down quite well. Both players nearing the max down mark. We got engagement happening in the middle of the map. Yeah, huge.
On the Banes there. Nice split from the Banes at the same time. The armor supply, Scarlett dropping a little bit lower here. Those Mutas not really helping at all in this fight here. We got a little attack at the top here. I guess Cham pulled his forces way up high. I don't know, it's weird. I guess the reinforcements here for Cham are a little bit faster as well. But Scarlett's come on way ahead on this, even though the beginning of that battle didn't look all that good.
No, it looked pretty terrible. Took a lot of crystal bots through the face there to open up the battle, and even the middle part of the battle looked pretty good for Cham. But
double the armor supply now, though. What happened?
Yeah, I don't know. It just looked pretty bad. Well, its forces got separated. It had some forces to the north and some to the south, and it's got decided to consolidate.
And she just had the perfect split of her army.
Yeah.
And this roach reinforcement here is just going to end the game.
It could very well elemented that.
Could very well, Bob. It's going to end the game.
It looks to be the case, as this base will indeed fall. Some crystal bots do go down here for Cham, but there seems to be just an overwhelming number for Scarlett. She's nearing max supply yet again. 121 army supply to the 68 of Cham. Cham will lose that base. It goes down, and the force for Scarlett continuing to push the issue. Crystal bots going down on these newly forming roaches too,
because
why not?
Base. Go get her done.
Yeah, I could do that indeed. I think she's just waiting.
Yeah.
Well, she's at max. There's nothing. No reason to wait right now.
No way, Bob. Not now.
No way.
Win the day.
I like that. Even just trying to use the crystal bots to take down that overlord. It did not quite go down. Took some crystal bots in the face though. Did
she's getting right in on top now.
Yeah, just gonna force the issue right on top of the roaches, queens, and ravagers of Cham. Cham's army supply is starting to plummet, and Scarlett has an advantage in all ways. GG's called. Scarlett takes game number 1. The round of 8. Massa versus Jon Snow will be happening after this next game. Here we are, game 2.
Yeah. So okay, let me just test it really quick. Looks pretty buttery smooth.
It does.
I don't want to jinx things.
But it looks really smooth.
Yeah. Okay, so I think the old reset.
Yeah, resetting element.
Pushing on the power button and whispering.
The tried and true method of healing.
Yeah. So, all right, we'll just take it away from here, I guess.
Let's do it.
In the top left corner, game number 2 here, guys. It is Scarlett. Let's take away the other one.
All right, in the northeast side of the map, we have the blue Zerg player. Down 1 game, it is Root Cham of OSC Root Gaming.
Nice. And on this side here, taking the gold, is Scarlett.
Risky.
Yep. To Cham's blue mineral base. I don't actually think it's a huge risk for Zerg, especially if you take the gas as quick as she did. She's going to have a nice speed advantage here. At the same time, she'll have a mineral advantage as well.
There's that. It's true.
Yep.
All right, well, we'll see if that risk pays off for Scarlett, of course.
Yeah. Oh, Corona Boy in the chat now. Didn't see him there earlier, but there's been quite a few people in the chat.
Yeah, I love seeing the regulars.
Oh, yeah.
And new people, man. I love to see new people. We got people hitting up that follow button and stuff. Yeah. A lot of people tuning in. Thanks for sticking with us, guys. Technical issues and all, but hopefully it's all solved now. I think it should be good.
Yeah. Like we said, me and Bob were talking while we had that little bit of downtime there. We might have to switch over to a different software for broadcasting.
In the future, yeah.
I think we've reached the end of what XSplit
is capable of.
Yeah. Well, for us.
For us, yeah.
Yeah. I think we're doing a little...
We do too many things on it.
Too many things, yeah. That's a nice way to put it.
I guess so. Anyway,
nice thing of resetting, though, is we can now... we're on screen.
Oh, nice.
So... That happened.
Indeed.
I was about that for a while, and it's a little bit sad.
Yeah, I know. We definitely didn't have that in our first couple series of the game.
Nope.
It's one of my favorite features, Element.
Yeah. So this thing come up here, you're going to poke in the face of stuff and be a little bit annoying, but...
Not get a lot done.
No.
They weren't really meant to.
The speed of Scarlett's Lings are going to finish up here, and it's going to be a awkward position where they technically have more Lings, but they're slow, so You gotta retreat, but you shouldn't because you have more. And now he has less. And the micro's real.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Oh, that's pretty much it.
Slaughter.
Just slaughterhouse.
Oh, God. Scarlett's making nothing but lings. Roach Guard on the way. Oh, goodness.
All right, Scott's putting pressure on towards Cham's side of the map, but it's not really a big committal yet, as we do have the more links heading across right now. How is Cham preparing for this element? Does he have a Baneling Nest at all? What's he got going on here? What does he have to defend against this element? We must find out. We have roaches.
Just roaches, Bob. Just roaches. Calm down.
I must know.
Yeah, for the love of goodness. So, I guess we can take the income tab really quickly. Just see what's up. Scarlett does have that little bit of lead from the gold base. Extra 100 minerals or so a minute. Not bad. I'll pull that tab down before it shows a different story. Wouldn't want to lie to the people.
No.
And, yeah, a couple people are coming back into the stream now. Yeah, got to refresh that just to make sure it comes back.
Yep.
But,
Indeed. But
pretty good.
We're well underway in this game here. Scarlett is taking a slight advantage, but the roaches have popped out for Cham, though, as he's going to try to push across the map, get some counter damage done. He will catch a couple of these roaches out, too, of Scarlett. Scarlett's going to force back to her gold base, which is mining quite healthily right now, too. We're seeing that little bit of an advantage, at least, in the income for her.
One thing that falls is the
Not much, though. Actually, it's pretty much dead even right now as far as income is concerned, all things considered. But it's that worker count is slightly ahead for Cham, maybe perhaps making up some of that difference. Army supply dead even between both players too, and forced to retreat though for the time being is Cham.
Oh wow, here I was clicking a tab, but it's right down there. My goodness.
Yeah.
Who needs tabs anymore?
Nope. Tabs are a thing of the past, element.
Yep. I don't tab browse. Open
Nope.
20 windows.
Exactly. All right, so still trying to continue on the getting that watchtower. Can't even say the words.
Words, Bob.
The words, words are good. I'm saying trying to consolidate his forces around the watchtower, but not exactly what he's doing. He's just trying to maintain control there, keep map vision on towards the middle portion of this map. Now, Scarlett, though, will contest that at any given moment. We're looking at a supply lead slightly here for Cham now, too, as he's starting to pull ahead a little bit in the worker supply. A Baneling Nest coming out for Scarlett, and she's really trying to play it safe here, I guess, compared to what Cham is doing. Cham, I expect him to take a third fairly shortly, I would imagine. One of these players should be taking a third. Also, just both so scared of each other. The posturing from both players around this watchtower is quite interesting. It's a little bit of a jostling, a little chess game going on.
I think they're pushing in here on the middle base.
Yeah, it's actually pretty good engagement from Cham, actually. Overall, Scarlett's supply has plummeted about 20 here, as she is forced to retreat back to her gold base. Cham is on the chase here, guys, as he's looking to try to close up this game. Spinecrawler trying to make its way down at the lower part of this ramp, and it will get, planted just fine, but to what end, element? There's not a lot of supporting forces left here for Scarlett. The supply has started to rise up a little bit, but this seems to be such an overwhelming force from Cham. He's pushing the issue. Took a really good engagement on towards his side of the map, has really swung the momentum his way here. Scarlett's, though, still holding on by a thread. Army supplies, slight lead for Cham, but not insurmountable though for Scarlett. She takes a good engagement, which she has definitely the skill set to do so. She could come back into this game, but it's looking really bad right now for our Canadian Zerg player. Now, Cham himself is at 23 workers, as I mentioned before. Neither of these players have taken a third base yet, as I mentioned previously. A third base looks to be on the cards here for Scarlett if she doesn't die. Now that drone will go down to this lings from Cham as he's just continuing on the pressure, knowing that he has an advantage from that great engagement he took.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with everything said there. What's up, Bob?
Well, it's good. I'm right once in a while, element. Once in a while.
Oh god, not again.
Oh no.
Oh, this run by is actually gonna get some damage done.
Yeah, there's nothing here in the main base for Scarlett. This could very well be a GG moment here if critical damage is done. Worker count will fall.
Well, it's already happening.
Yeah, and a good position here for the queen, but it's not gonna matter when all your workers are dead. Focus fire too.
Worker count even after that loss of 6. And she's pumping out 5 more. It's the army value that's the scary thing here.
Yes.
60 versus 30.
It is getting a little bit scary here in favor of Cham, as he is Well, he's no longer pushing the issue. He's just consolidating his forces back at home. And still not taking a third base of his own. Scarlett's intentions are clear. She wants to secure a third base of her own at her natural base position, but Cham is just not having it. He's going to push across the map. Then we got some banelings here for Scarlett. Right into one roach. Well, that's a waste of banelings. Scarlett was not paying attention as Cham is pummeling his way across the map here. What is left here to contest? So we have 36 army supply to the 70 army supply of our Mexican Zerg player. We got a Ling run by for Scarlett to try to get some sort of counter damage done, but I mean, to what end element, as there's just an insurmountable force here for Cham.
Yeah, it'll kill stuff back at home, but it's not enough. Not enough.
Not enough. GG is called, and Cham takes the game.
Yep.
And it'll go to the event page on Matcherino's site for today's event. Type in the coupon code BLAMEBOB. BLAMEBOB is the coupon code when you click on donate. You log in with your Twitch account there, by the way, if you're not familiar with it. Easy. And it donates $1 to the prize pool when you use the coupon code. You don't even need to use your own money. Nothing. You can use your own money if you want to help increase the prize pool, but you don't gotta. I mean, that's the beautiful thing about this Matcherino. They got $200 worth of coupons. So it's $1 per coupon. You can do one time each. We got a lot of people watching. You just go for it, guys. Tell your friends, somebody who has Twitch, anybody. It's literally free money to these players, costs you nothing, and it helps increase the prize pool. We got already a substantial prize pool, over $1,300. We started at $1,200 today, and rising. So thank you guys so much for your participation so far, and continue to do so.
Yeah.
It's a big shout out to Matcherino.com for partnering with us in so many events, and we know it means a lot to these players. They love it because it increases the prize pool and helps support them.
You know what else we should shout out here really quickly is we got OSC points on the line here in this one.
We do.
Well, yeah, we do.
Yes.
And we'll be also doing some OSC cast coverage production.
Early next year.
Yep, early next year as well.
That's going to be exciting. I'm really excited for that.
Big shout out to them. We've got the points in here. We had them in our qualifiers for these events and also the events themselves at the same time too. So really nice to see them on board for this.
Yeah, man.
Yep.
Bringing it all together.
All together. Anyways, Bob, here is the introduction. In the bottom right corner, we have the pink Zerg player. It is Scarlett.
Scarlett.
Of course. And then top left, we have the blue Zerg player. It is Cham.
All right. You say Cham, I say Cham.
I know, I say it just to...
I mean, I don't know which way it's said, to be honest.
Yeah.
I've heard it both ways.
Yeah.
So we'll continue doing so.
Yeah, all the ways.
Yeah. All right. Really exciting. I hope we have a good game here too. That was a pretty good game in game number 2. I'd say it was a lot more interesting than game number 1, and as far as its dynamics were concerned.
Yeah.
For me personally, as a big fan of ZVZ, I love ZVZ playing it anyway. Watching it too, of course. I love all matchups evenly. It's like all matchups are like children to me. I cannot pick a favorite, and even though I might like PvT best, but as a Zerg player, as ZVZ is my funnest. It's the most fun to play.
What did you say?
I said Zed versus Zed is my favorite
You
matchup.
said ZVZ, didn't you?
I did say it's ZVZ. That's what the common people will understand.
Common people?
Yeah, the regular people. Okay.
Commoners? Are you saying people who say Z over Zed are commoners?
I mean Americans, okay?
Wow. Bob going all the way there as far as you can.
I mean, we're Canadian. We say Zed, but...
I don't.
You don't because you're weird.
It's a weird way to say the word Z. Oh, boy.
That's great. Well, I believe in
Okay,
Celsius
so,
too, so...
not sure if you guys saw that, but I clicked a button there, a tab. We had the stats thing up on this thing the whole time for some reason. And it's gone now. Feels a little bit more smooth.
Oh, I see our RAM usage is lower now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So...
Oh, we haven't even done our stats thing before.
No, we're not going to.
Okay, not anymore. The
Nope.
things I worked for hours on, we're not going to show
I know.
anymore because I might crash the stream. Oh, that's too bad.
We'll,
Makes me so sad.
like I said, we got to move on
And we got lots of other things to show.
from XSplit.
We do.
Pretty soon, I think.
I agree.
Yeah. Or just revert back and not have effects. Could do that too.
Yeah, don't think so.
No. Oh, good.
Why?
Holy awesome.
Why didn't you hit the button?
Bob's already dying for donations. We're over $500 donations here. Now you're gonna do that to Bob? Dear Lord.
Go give me a heart attack.
Yeah.
Could have been so good. Very risky for Scarlett, but Cham did not capitalize on it.
Yeah. It's weird that you don't cough with that. But you cough with the
I'm on the verge of coughing right now, man. I'm just so close. Either way, we got the push here, continuing from Scarlett, but those banelings are so close. Ooh, almost baited the banelings into one of her own banelings, but not meant to be. Cham does deke it out just in the nick of time. These queens are putting in some pretty good work, focus firing these banelings whenever they have the moment to do so.
Yeah.
Well, that's scary.
I mean, they're just,
I mean, this is a scary lot of lings, but at the same time, these banelings immediately shut this down. There's a healthy number of lings available for Cham in defense. We have 3 bases for both players. Supply lead for Scarlett. Most of that is in army supply right now for the time being. But that could change in an instant. One baneling hit if she is not quite paying attention to Cham's banes.
Yeah. Banes is the right way to put it.
Yeah, worker count. Oh, actually, Scarlett has a worker lead now, too.
God.
Oh, jeez. Well, that changed that. Swung the army supply back in Cham's favor. But it's that worker count I was just going to mention before that happened. 59 drones for Scarlett to the 49 of Cham. Economically, she is sitting pretty dang good right now, Element.
Yeah. I'd say that one of the things here that I've noticed is as the series goes on, or as the games go on, it looks like more and more mistakes kind of happen. I mean, it is 4 a.m. for Scarlett right now, she said, right? So maybe there's some fatigue setting in here on that front. We'll monitor the situation. Give you guys the verdict as we see.
Either that or we'll make something up to make it sound like we know what the conclusion is. But yes, we have more lings for Scarlett, still maintaining a supply lead. Again, it was enjoying a work account lead for quite some time. Now Cham has closed that distance significantly. As both players powering up off 3 bases. A 4th base could be a little bit more tricky to take considering their compositions right now and their posturing towards the center of the map. I like this though. Scarlett asserting dominance at the high ground part of this map and then going down to the creep, clearing up some creep tumors. Why the heck not? This is really good play from Scarlett, keeping Cham contained, knowing that she herself has map control. Now, map vision Cham still has that. He has overlords everywhere. They're left uncontested so far. Did you see that body? His arms flailing around. It's just so sad.
Yeah.
I feel sorry for those guys.
You should. Sad tale.
It is. The Ballad of Changeling. I should make a song.
Yep. So there's this bio coming down like you were talking about earlier, and burrow roaches on the menu here
for Cham.
Yeah.
That's interesting, actually, considering we do have Spire on the way. And yeah, against Spire, that's something we've seen previously in various events. In particular, always comes to mind, was it Violet versus Firecake, was it? I think it was Violet versus Firecake, or Nurchio, I don't remember exactly, in previous Gauntlet series earlier this year.
Oh my god!
Nice!
Oh.
Sick bailing hits going off there for Cham. That's exactly what he needs. Eliminates the large portion of this run by potential that Scarlett was really trying to implement as trying to keep the attention of Cham in the middle of the map. Not meant to be shut down hard. Now, Cham does have a supply lead, and he's just going to continue on these roaches. As Element did point out, we have Burrow on the way. In fact, about to finish. Now, I was mentioning before, with this pure roach play with Burrow and Burrow movement, you could spread your roaches around, throwing roaches into mineral lines, spreading the attention of your Zerg opponent while they're going Mutalisks. Now, Mutalisks can only do so much damage at any given moment. Will they clean up those roaches in time before your whole economy's gone? God. Not likely.
Oh, no.
It depends on how it's executed.
So, one thing we didn't really talk about here is the 4th base being up for Scarlett. She took the north one. Oh, she sees it.
Yeah.
She saw it.
She knows what's up. Although she's not really paying attention there a little bit. Although it gets a good arc, though, for Scarlett.
Amazing arc.
Yeah, spectacular. A little bit out of... I mean, considering Cham was the one who initiated engagement, it wasn't exactly super wise.
Yeah. As
Cham's supply is starting to plummet here. The army supply significantly ahead for Scarlett. All things
got the
considered.
reinforcing units, plus the better the line of attack here.
It did even out the army supply as Cham is pumping out more units.
Getting a little closer now. Cham's actually taking the lead. I think she might be making... Yep, there it is. Muta's on the way.
There they are.
And one thing I was going to say is Cham took the gold. Not saturated just yet. Scarlett's already saturated hers. But Scarlett's is not a gold. Spining up. Oh, wow. She's going to go for like just tons and tons of mutas, I feel like. Get the spines ready and try to hold on at the back here as she gets that done. Gets
that critical Air Force up.
Okay. Sees it. Splits off some roaches. Nice Lynn.
All right. Good. Again, not...
Oh! Hacks low!
Down. Oh,
turns around.
Had me there for a second, Chammy.
Yeah.
Oh.
Let me just leave this alive for later.
Yeah. Oh man, so good pick off there from Cham immediately, limiting some of Scarlett's economy. Fourth base up for Cham, up and running. In fact, worker counts even. So again, a little bit of advantage there economically that Cham will be enjoying. Mining wise, we're seeing that actually right now. You can just look at the income. I love that, having those there. It's so nice.
Yeah.
Don't need to click anything element. It's just right there.
Yep.
For all of you. Now, again, putting pressure now on towards Scarlett's side of the map. The Mutalisks are out, puts a timer on the effectiveness of this sort of push. But again, that's Mutalisks invested, that's not Roaches. So Cham's one advantage here is in that Roach count. He's going to try to utilize the advantage, pummeling down the front door of Scarlett. Scarlett's army supply still fairly even, but overall supply starting to plummet. Crossbow's landing here, but the rest of these, there's not a whole lot of these Ravagers left, element, as the Mutalisks are focusing them down.
Yeah, the Ravagers thinning out. Army supply though, Cham up 30 here.
Yeah.
The Mutants doing the work, but
Started
fast enough. Oh, some Roaches come out just in time. Gonna soak up some damage instead of the drones taking it. Well, Scarlett gets this
And
done.
there they go, Shark
Burrow
mode.
in play. Very nice actually.
Yeah, Shark mode engaged here for Cham's forces. Going to split the forces of Scarlett, but Scarlett's dealing with this quite well. I mean, what damage has been done? He split his forces to what end? I mean, he's hiding a couple Roaches to the north. Not a bad deal there, but these Mutalisks are actually pretty good anti-burrowed Roach force. They can hunt them down pretty quickly.
Finally, couple Roaches here popping up in the main as well. Yeah, handling it pretty well, like you said. Only lost a few workers, 5 here. This base might actually go down here, though, and that would be...
This is the real story here, Element.
Yeah, that's the story.
The Mutalisks can't do enough damage, and this base will indeed go down.
Lots of Roaches, though. You'd have to sacrifice quite a few units if you want to...
Whoa! Wow.
Okay, pushed back.
Nick of
Muta's
time.
still in the air. Do we have any more burrowed Roaches? I'd like to see a little hit squad sent off around to the left or something.
Yeah,
take that base out.
Just get it done.
Okay. What's there to attack these mutants? There's a couple queens, but only one transfused. No.
there's a base.
Couple. Couple more.
March of the Queens here to defend this fourth base and the armies
March
that
of the
are
Queen.
there.
March of the Drone. Where are you? I see you in there.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah.
Little buddy.
Little bud.
Just wants to serve his country. Serve his
people.
overlord.
Yeah. No. Oh, what's this Hydra doing? Speaking of serving, your service is...
Oh, there it goes back.
Okay, the mutant numbers are getting high here.
Getting kind of scary.
Yeah.
3 at a time being pumped out here from Scarlett, though. Supply still significantly ahead, or I guess just say notably ahead
You're gonna
for
catch
Cham.
it. Oh. Keep looking.
Oh no, he's gonna get around.
Oh.
Just out of vision.
You know where these guys are going.
Oh, man.
Straight to the main.
Oh, but there's another is there another overseer here? Yeah, there is. I think.
Oh, there it is.
She's gonna see it. Yeah, but does she see it?
Oh, yeah. Scarlet.
Oh yeah, she's reacting. Yeah, it's Scarlett. Scarlett's on point here, guys.
Does she see? At the same time, this is just a play to buy some room at the front spines here. I'd like to see a couple, just a few, Ravagers being made, perhaps, to hold high ground and stuff like that.
Yeah, with the idols now, Queens here to offer transfusions on these Roaches.
Is there enough, though, anti-air? Is there enough mutants to one-shot the Queens, I guess is the real question, because that's a lot of transfuse. We're going to see here.
We're going to see indeed, but it just doesn't seem to be enough DPS available for Scarlett, though. I mean, these Mutants are pretty scary. But
transfuse is real.
Oh, yeah, right on top of the Queens. See, the Queens have infinite transfusions available. Actually, their energy's getting kind of low on a few of them, but the health on a lot of these Mutants are so low. It's going to be so close, but it doesn't matter. The base is done. The Roach is putting in the work. Nothing left to contest these Roaches. The supply has plummeted down to 100 supply for our Canadian Zerg player, as our Mexican Zerg player, Cham, trying to end this game here, take a 2-1 lead, possibly Element, as this base is under assault.
I think he just might. Those latter games, that loss to the Terran, it was all worth it.
Yeah, GG is called. Cham takes game number 3.
For this one.
All right.
We gotta show you where we're casting from here,
All right.
just so you know.
From Gauntlet Studios.
Yeah. In Canuckville, Canada.
Right in the middle of nowhere.
In the far.
Pretty sure that's not accurate. But
That's 100% accurate. No buildings around here. All right, Bobby. In the bottom left corner, we have already taken a hatch. His name, not his real name, his in-game name is Cham.
OC Root Cham.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And let's take this one away.
All right, to the north side of the map, we have the Pink Zerg player. The Canadian powerhouse. It is Scarlett.
Oh, yeah. What's up, Bobbin?
All right.
Bobbin dying. Somebody's about to donate $5.
Oh, sometimes you just gotta cough. It's what it is.
Yeah.
I forgot to bring. I was gonna bring cough syrup.
All right, guys. The more money that comes in, the closer Bobbin gets to
Dying.
dying. And quite sure we all know.
Well, it's the most I had to talk in the last 2 weeks.
That's true.
So it was hard doing voiceovers for the videos I did. That was tough this week with the old bronchitis.
Yep.
All right.
Kick to the face.
Oh, a quick third base, super fast third base, pretty risky from Scarlett. We got to take some
know
sort of
what?
risks though to come back.
Hold on.
Okay.
I gotta talk about something right now.
Let's do it. All right.
This is
Real talk with
not
Element.
pertinent to the game,
All right.
of course, because we don't talk about games here. But yeah, we mostly do actually.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take that back.
Okay.
Okay. Here's the thing. We got this guy named Bobby. He's one of our casters here. I'm not sure if you know.
Okay.
Yeah, it's you. And now I say something. I go a little bit past. Let's say heck, right? I say heck, but if I go past that in the verbiage,
Okay.
right? Bobby throws his arms up saying, "What are you doing? Think of the children." Yet, at the same time, Bobby, as a younger person, was ripping heads off chickens, kicking people in the face. Pretty sure he kicked someone in the face.
I did. Yeah.
Yeah. So I just don't know. I don't know. I don't get it. Doesn't make any sense to me.
Well, the kicking in the face was defending somebody.
Okay.
And then
the chickens? What did they do?
they were our food. I grew up in rural Manitoba. That's what we did.
All right.
You don't rip them off. You chop them off. It's a different-
I was told to rip.
No, that was an accident on
Oh my god. So now this wouldn't even have to happen, is what you're saying.
that was a wild chicken, and that was a different story.
Okay, so if they're wild, if you didn't tame them, then you just gotta rip it off. Is that what's going
Good
on?
times here, guys. Just hanging out with Element trolling me all day.
Yeah. I just want to make sure I get
Nothing he said was wrong.
it. Yeah, that's what I want to know.
That's the beautiful
You know?
thing.
I can't go over heck,
It's all true.
or darn, or gosh.
We keep it PG here. I'm not
Yeah,
ripping heads off
apparently.
chickens on stream.
Oh boy. Okay, so Baneley's coming up in the bottom here. Not many workers at this base yet, but I'm assuming that's where they're going. Scarlett, though, at the same time, making lots of lings, sending her lings out herself, and probably roaches to fall out fairly shortly. Is this seen at all? Does this Overlord miss everything?
Of course it did. It's Bly. Bly. I mean Cham. I mean Blylings from Cham.
Yes.
It's
Okay,
what
so
it
the
is.
fight happened over here, but the real question is, oh my god, look at my mouse, guys. Look at my mouse. Whoa.
I don't know what's going on, Element.
Super Saiyan.
Oh man,
Have you ever seen that? Okay, we'll let this happen first.
that's not pretty.
Oh, it's actually looking pretty bad for Scarlett.
It is neat. Supply still pretty even though worker count even.
Oh god, Roach is coming out now though. At the same time, worker count heavily in favor of Cham, but the Roaches are out, and lots of lings coming in. Now that's pretty scary.
Yeah. Still a lot of lings available on the field here for Cham as Scarlett has managed to survive for the time being, taking that third base quick as she did. I mean, there's third base up for Cham now too. So both players in a pretty similar position, except for that work account. Cham having taken out a few of Scarlett's workers. Scarlett now kind of on the back foot. This third base under assault. She has roaches and lings of her own trying to defend it, pushing back these little lings from Cham, but more lings, as Elma did point out, heading across the map. Banelings now in tow will mitigate the effectiveness of Scarlett's own lings.
The Banes, though, not really hitting the Roach clump, so that's kind of decent.
Well, now they are. And because they
Now
got
they are. Oh god, the hell on all of them falling, but no butts.
No, there's too many
Hell
lings here.
on all
Element.
falling.
We do have a couple more roaches that do pop out. Lings in production here for Scarlett, as she is on her
Lots of
last
low
legs here,
health
guys.
lings here, Bob. Can you see Roaches get her done?
Where's the score, Element? It's not 0-0, but it doesn't matter at this point. Because that's it. GG's call. And,
Wow.
Cham.
OSC root Cham
OSC root Cham.
calls up the OSC office. Extra money in the line, eh? All right, I'll take this one.
Yeah.
I was doing a ladder game, but I guess I'll rearrange my priorities.
Yeah.
And Scarlett is out.
Scarlett's eliminated 3-1.